All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Chris's Sports Corner. Real quick, man. Hope everybody's having a great Wednesday. Wednesday. Um, First of all, man, let me say, it's Wednesday. It's Hump Day. Hope we all. It's Wednesday evening, so hopefully the majority of getting over the hump is over with now. Um, but you know what? I think hump days are days that people dread, or I think it bring out the best in you because it's a day you like. If I just get through this day here, it's all down here for the week, right? It's all down here from there. All right. Also, hope the pictures are a little more clear. One of my mentors reached out to me and told me my picture was um a little blurry. So I want to shout out to him. Shout out to my guy Engravings, man. If you haven't checked him out, and you into football, then he put out a lot of great content, man. He stay up on his stuff, man. So shout out to that guy. Um, but what I came to talk about today is Kyle Lowry, and whether or not the Toronto Raptors should consider trading him. Now, this is the thing. I'm one of those. I'm old school a little bit. I'm old school in the sense that I kind of, and even though Lowry didn't start with the Raptor, he's Raptor to me. You know, Kyle Lowry is Raptors. He's one of those people that you're like, I don't want to see him in another jersey. You know, as much as we like what happened with Tom Brady, it was a little weird seeing him outside of a Patriot jersey. Hey, got him a championship, so I ain't mad. Same thing with Peyton Manning. You know, when he originally got out of the Colts jersey, it didn't quite look the same, man. Don't get me started on Emmitt Smith being in an Arizona Cardinals jersey. Oh, God. So, to me, Lowry is Raptors. I think he's a key. Even when his numbers may not be the best, but it still feel like he has a little bit of that. You know, he's the little engine that could. He's the spark. You know. Now, yeah, he is getting older. Yeah, he is dealing with some injuries. You know, like everyone else. But at the same time, I can see if you give him a lesser role or something. But I also understand the people that want to see him traded. I understand why, because they're like, all right, we want to get better now. We want to get better now. If we can put him into something, put him in a package that's going to get us a much better player, then let's make that move. To me, though, I don't see a player that you can really trade for right now that's going to really give you that. Like, are you going to get Kyle Lowry and whatever else you trade away equal in return? Because I don't care what you're saying. Every trade does a loser and a winner. Okay, I'll take that back. In the John Wall Russell Westbrook trade, okay, maybe the Wizards did lose that one. Even though I'm a Westbrook fan, I love his heart and the way he plays. But that's neither here nor there. But yeah, so the thing is, if you're putting a trade package together to get rid of someone like Lowry, it gotta be worth it in my opinion. I just do not see a scenario where you get rid of him, and at the same time you get like lesser value and be okay with it. Like, to me, his presence mean more. Like, okay, for example, remember the Kobe Phoenix thing when he wanted to leave. At one point, yeah, he wanted to leave the Lakers and go to the Suns. They got nothing wrong with the Suns. I have no issue with the Suns. Shout out to the Suns. But that would have destroyed everything in me to see that. Like, I was not on board with that one. I was not on board with seeing him leave the Lakers and go play somewhere. Like, no, I get it. This is a new NBA, new day. You know, players bounce around. It is what it is. But to me, I got a little bit, and this is just me being a little old school, guys. It's just me being a little old school. I love to see that player. Like, when you think could you imagine seeing Jordan in anything other than a Bulls uniform? That's part of his legacy, being in that uniform. And I'm not taking nothing away from players that make decisions what's best for their career, whatever. But to me, it's something about having a lasting legacy inside one uniform that just becomes synonymous. No matter what Jordan do or when he went and played with the Wizards, I don't even count that, all right? I don't even count that. But when you think of Chicago Bulls, you're gonna always think of Michael Jordan. They synonymous. You think of Los Angeles Lakers, you're gonna think of Kobe Bryant, or you're gonna think of Magic Johnson. You're gonna think of these are. It means something. It's part of their legacy. Not sure Kyle Lowry can get traded, maybe go somewhere and win a championship, or whatever. But when you think of Raptors at this point, because honestly, it was him and DeRozan for a long time. For a long time, when you thought of Raptors, you thought of that duo. Kyle Lowry, DeMar DeRozan. When you thought of Raptors, you thought of that duo. They was best friends. Everything was great. You thought of them. Well, they got rid of that. They got rid of DeMar, brought in Kawhi, got a championship. Nobody's going to debate that trade. You're not going to debate that trade if you bring a chip. But at the same time, I don't think you're going to be... What package are you going to put together that's going to say we're going to send Lowry and whatever else somewhere, and we're going to bring someone in that's going to elevate this team to a championship status? Because that's it. You trade him away and hope for a championship. You trade him away as someone that's going to put you in a position to win a championship. Now, if you make that trade and you find that guy, you got it. By all accounts, you got it in my book. I'm just being honest. But I don't see it happening. I don't see no one out there right now that... Now, you can bring some people in with Lowry there. You can bring some people in, and yeah, I get that. But trading him away for what? Like, what are you going to get? I'm trying to think what marquee free agents out there right now that you're going to really get, that somebody going to say, give us Lowry and such, and we'll give you this guy. And this guy is going to put this team over the hump. You have an opportunity to get a Kawhi Leonard in a trade that included DeMar DeRozan and stuff like that. Then cool. But that trade don't exist, and to me, Kyle Lowry means so much to the fundamentals of the Toronto Raptors that trading him at this point, I don't see it. I don't see a scenario where it makes sense. If you could bring a guy like Andre Drummond in while keeping Lowry, you make that happen. You make that happen by all stretch of the imagination. But I just don't see a scenario where you could do much better. It got to be a trade that's going to push, like, people. Sometimes I think as fans, and I'm guilty just like everyone else, we want to see a trade so bad that we just start throwing out, trade this and trade that and trade this and trade that. For what? Is it going to make the team better? Just because a name is highlighted don't mean you need to go get them. Blake Griffin is on a trading block or whatever. And you bring him there, do he push you close to it? No. So I understand as fans we want to see our teams get better, but let's make sure that these are smart trades. All right. With that being said, guys, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Till next time, man, you guys be great.